G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be looking at the reissues of the G1 figures that I have collected from Kmart in a few months, although they've kind of disappeared and I can't seem to find them anywhere unless I start looking at second-hand places and whatnot. So we have Gears, we have Bumblebee, we have Prime, we have Tailgate, we have Outback, and we have Swerve. Now, hopefully the lighting is a bit better tonight. I've currently switched around a couple of my bulbs in my place, so hopefully it is a lot brighter. So let's get down to a quick bit of size comparison. So we will start with Gears and Swerve, even though I'm pretty sure I already showed these guys off in my Bag Cube reviews, but I'm doing all of them, so I might as well do all of them. And of course they transform the same. They are four-wheel drive trucks. Try and keep things focused. They are four-wheel drive trucks. They look pretty much identical except for the color palette, and the feet on both of them are a little bit different. We have rub signs on the top. Gears has an Autobot symbol, Swerve does not. They both have this W marking, which I think has something to do with when they were originally designed. And of course you can see everything from underneath. And there we go. It's a nice silver on the front, black for the windscreens. And of course, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to try and transform both of these with one hand. So, ironically, Swerve is legs are a little bit sticky. And you can fold these out. Oh, didn't think this fully through. Come on, come on. We can get it further out than that. There we go. Close enough, and there is Gears and Swerve in their transformation, and we'll take a closer look at each of them individually. So here we have Gears, the progenitor of the mold, obviously has a different faceplate to the actual G1 Gears. Reminds me more of a GoBot, honestly, but yeah, still quite nice. I swear my joints are a little bit more stiff too, I don't know why. So there we go. Did I get them all out? Oh, yeah, pretty much. So there you go. You can transform these with one hand if they're not too stiff. Some nice little stickers and whatnot. They did come pre-stickered to make things easier. And of course, Swerve, as I said, slightly different on the look, different head, and I do not remember the original figure having blue and grey. I'm pretty sure that was all red. So there we go. We got the silver on the thighs, and yeah, almost got the arms all the way out. Well, that one got a little bit further out. I don't know why. There we go. And of course, we might as well use this one. The arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out if you really want them to. And the legs can go all the way. And that says Hasbro SA, whatever the hell SA is. I don't think Gears has that on him, does he? Oh, he does too. Hasbro SA. So if you're from America, you probably got to tell me where SA is. I haven't got a clue. So there we go. There is Gears and Swerve. And next on the list, we will get Tailgate out of the way. Now, I did not have this guy growing up, but it just does feel like these wheels are a little bit wide. So they all do roll. I should have mentioned that before, but they do all do roll. But yeah, this feels more like a buggy that you take out to the river or take out onto the dunes or something with these wheels. And there you go, see him underneath. Once again, I know the Tailgate, that's pretty much what his face looks like, but you know, personally, it feels more like a GoBot. And you just fold that out. Yes, I'm not doing it one-handed with this one. And you pull the arms out, and there you are, you're done. And surprisingly, there's actually tabs. And if you have the original G1, tell me this, because there is a hole right here for a tab right here that I did not realize was there until I transformed it. Also, I noticed his arms go back. So if that was on your G1, if you had that G1 as a figure, let me know. I'm really curious. Obviously more stickers, Autobot symbol there. rub symbol up here, and same as the other two, arms do a full 360, legs can go all the way up, and that's all you get from him. Next, we will do Outback. All right, now tell me, and I will take this off and we'll have a quick look. Tell me that does not look like Megatron's fusion cannon. Now, I know the Outback is the redo of Brawn. I don't have Brawn. But yeah, that just looks like the future cannon. Now, as for this guy, which is the Aussie of the team, which is always nice to see an Aussie on an American team. Yeah, the transformation can get a little fiddly. A little annoying. It's simple, but yeah, I'll explain to you in a minute. So what you're going to do is you're going to push down on these to bring them down until they're roughly about there. And we'll do that on both sides. Come on. He tabs in really well too. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pop the arm out and roll it up. And do that on both sides. Now, I know there's a lot of you going, oh, why the hell are you showing us this for? It's a G1 mini bot. Of course, it's easy. Well, if you fold these down like so, it's fine. But if you end up pushing them up to get rid of the gap, that's fine too, and then you just rotate the arms around. But that gives you limit articulation. So you basically have to keep them down to let the legs go all the way down. But if you transform it, like so, you probably didn't notice it, but if I try to close that in, I can, but it's sort of rubbing against each other. Now, if I do this, I'm stuck because, and I don't know if it's just mine, when the leg rotates up, it rotates forward. So you have to push it back before, as you're rotating it, to get it back in place. So just be aware of that if you get this guy and you're like, why the hell is he not transforming? Now the arm doesn't want to come out where I want to go. If the arm doesn't want to come out, or you have trouble with your arm like that, the leg, yep, just make sure you have the legs fully pushed down and back. So there we go. And he can store his weapon on his back where it was. He does not hold it. And he's the only one apart from Prime that has weapons. Anyway, so there we go. He does look very much like Outback in the show. He has okay standing on a flat surface, but I wouldn't push it much beyond that. But yeah, he does look nice. You know, I wouldn't have mind getting the Brawn. If I can find the Brawn, I'll go right at it. Also, I don't know if it's, I think it's the inside of the hands tend to pop off my things, or these tend to pop off, one of the two. So, let's get down to the golden bug that started it all, more or less. Here we have Bumblebee, and he's got some seam issues. Like I said, they all roll. Rubber tires on this guy alone. All the rest are plastic. We have this detail at the back. I know that was not on the original G1. We have the sticker on top, and we have the details there. And of course, simple transformation without popping out the legs. If I can get it, we'll try it this way. Fold down the arms, because I know one of these doesn't like coming out, but there we go. It also tends to pop off the joint. So fold those up. That's sewn up all the way down. Come on. So I'm pretty sure he's not that short. There we go. I'll get the rest of the legs out eventually. Like I said, these are good. I like these figures, but by God, they just, like this foot's now doesn't want to sit flat, so it's going to fall over. So I don't know if mileage may vary, but there we go. So we'll just, he's tight. There we go. That one come out. Can I get this one out? Come on. Where are you stuck? For the love of God. 1 second. Right, there we go. I've literally had to come around the other side and just sort of push down against it. Then we can flip up the head. And there we have Bumblebee. And no, that was not the original look for Bumblebee. I think Cliff Jumper might have had it, but Bumblebee did not. So there we go. And now he stands relatively well. So yeah, so we have our nice little Bumblebee face there with blue eyes and a very surprised wide mouth, if I can keep it focused. Now, of course, due to transformation, his head can go up and down if you really wanted to. His arms can do a full 360, and if you've ever wondered how this works, this goes under, this goes over. So there's no joints or anything there. Don't even think you can. Oh, you can get some little obscure hands. You can push the legs in, which I'm not going to because they'll just lock in place. And there's his foot go. That's what I said. Either there's a piece missing or these are just really loose. Mileage may vary, but usually once I've got them transformed, I have them in place and they're pretty right. So there we go. And now, whoops. And now we'll get down to the final show. Here we have Prime. He does not come with a trailer. I'm sure there is a version that came with a trailer, but I just bought this guy on his own, which honestly I was pretty happy with. I would have appreciated a trailer, but where I was going to put it, God knows where. So here's a lovely truck, although you probably can't really pick it out. The metal red, the painted metal red and the plastic red is slightly off. All the stickers you have to put on yourself, so if anything seems out of line, that's my fault. So there we go, chromed exhaust, chrome fuel tanks, chrome wheels, rubber tires, and chrome all the front up here. So there we go. And if anyone has seen how Optimus Prime transforms, you should know how to do this, but I'll do one extra step first. Am I the only one who stores Prime's hands in his cab? If you do, leave me a comment, let me know. So we'll close that up. All right, we're going to pull that down, flip up his feet. There's leg all done. We have the GoBot Optimus as far as I'm concerned. Of course, then you can come in here and flip these out. Now, I remember on my original G1 that had no hinge, ratchet. That's the word. Knew I'd get out of there sooner, but that doesn't have one. Folds out there, and you can rotate his head, get it in place. And of course, we do our little bit of parts forming. We can take his fists. And we can plug them in there. I do have the G2 Prime, although he's missing pretty much all his weapons. Plug them in there. And there we go. There is the G1 reissue of Optimus Prime. And of course, he pretty much is the standard to what MP10 was going for. You know, yes, he's not cartoon accurate, but who cares? We were kids of the 80s. Our imagination was what defined us. You know, the amount of times with my G1, I actually had mine broken. His shoulder was broken off, so his head wouldn't stay attached. I lost the hands. And I used to just continually redo the whole scene of Optimus dying several times. You know, yes, very traumatic moment in the movie, but I bloody kept doing it. So, just getting in close, no blue eyes. We have yellow eyes, which they originally were. These air intakes on his mouth, I don't actually remember. And of course, he has two Autobot insignias, not just one. As for articulation, he has a ratchet 360. His shoulder has a slight butterfly joint if you want to use it for that. His elbows can bend that far. He can also has a elbow twist. We have hand rotation, but that will just pop it out. No waist rotation. If you're surprised, what are you thinking? We have ratcheted leg, can go back that far and go forward that far. He actually has a knee, which was very rare back in the day, and then gets that far. He has a doe bend that gets that far and doesn't go anywhere else. And of course, if you look in the cab, there technically is seats for the other bots. And here he is with his two guns, his original laser rifle and the more movie one. And because of the way these hands are designed, they are a lot deeper and can actually point straight. Those of us who had the G1 figure had to do these angled. So there we go. So, final size comparison. And there they are with MP10. So if you like this video, give me a like. If you didn't like this video, give me a dislike. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. If you like, maybe even subscribe and ring that bell for all the rest of my uploads. Maybe even leave me a comment. So I'll catch you later, and thank you for watching.